Hello, this is the lecture number 6 for the chapter sequence series for the class 11th, and in this lecture we will discuss the geometric progression, and in short it is denoted by GP. So what is geometric progression? Listen it very carefully. A sequence of non-zero terms, the term should be non-zero, is called a geometric progression if the ratio of any terms to its preceding term is constant. That is, the ratio between the term and its preceding term is a constant. For example, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and so on. Now if you divide this by this, you are getting 2. If you find that divide this by this, you will get 2. If you divide this by 2, you will get 2. If you divide this by 2, it will be 2 and so on. So if the ratio between a term and its preceding term is constant, then it is known as a geometric progression, and this is an example. Thus, if A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 and so on up to AN, and any ratio between any term and its preceding term is known as this common ratio, and it is denoted by small r, and it is always constant. It is always constant. So if an, a2, a3 up to an, if the ratio between any term and its preceding term, then this ratio is known as the common ratio, and it is denoted by this small r, or we can say that any term is term to its preceding multiplied by r, then the ratio will be always constant. And the example of geometric progression I have just taken. Generally it is denoted by the first term by a, next term will be ar, next term will be ar square, next will be ar cube up to ar raised to power n minus 1. This is the general representation of a geometric progression, where a is the first term and r is the common ratio, and r is the common ratio. Now the general term, or this is the general representation of a GP, and the definition of GP and the common ratio in the first term. Now after that, to find the general term of a geometric progression. Now general term or the nth term of GP, as I just told you that any term is r multiplied by its preceding term. Therefore, because the second term is equal to first term multiplied by r, the third term is equal to second term multiplied by r, the fourth term is equal to third term multiplied by r, and so on. The nth term will be equal to Tn minus 1 into r. Now multiply all these terms. So it will be T2 into T3 into T4 into T5 up to Tn is equal to T1 into T2 into T3 up to Tn minus 1 into r. Multiply left and right as well. And if you multiply r into r into r into r into r, it will be r raised to power n minus 1. R into r into r into r, and how many terms are there from t to tn? It will be n minus 1. So it will be r raised to power n minus 1. Now all these terms will be cancelled out. This t2, t3, these all will cancel out. So you are getting Tn is equal to T1 and r raised to power n minus 1, and because the T1 is the first term of the geometric progression, so its general term or nth term of a GP is ar raised to power n minus 1. So if you have to find this third term, so n will be 3, so ar raised to power 2 and so on. If it is 10th term, so it will be ar raised to power 9 and so on. So this is the general term of a geometric progression. After that, the sum of first n terms of a geometric progression. The sum of first n terms of a geometric progression. Let us n as n denotes the sum of first n terms. Sum of first n terms of GP. Now let us denote the sum of n terms by Sn to a plus ar square up to ar raised to power n minus 1. This is the sum of first n terms. If we multiply both sides by common ratio, so Rsn will be ar square ar cube up to ar raised to power n. Multiply this by r, you get r raised to power n. Now subtract. This is the first equation. Your second, if you subtract the second equation from 1, you will get Sn minus Rsn, and if you subtract it, you will get only this term at the first and this term at the end only. See the terms carefully. So you can take Sn common, to 1 minus r, it will be, you can take a common. So Sn will be equal to a 1 minus r raised to power n upon 1 minus r, where r should not be equal to 1. If r is 1, then all terms will become constant, and that constant terms will be AP as well as GP. The terms, if they are all same, then it will be a geometric progression as well. Now this can also be written as Sn is equal to a r raised to power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. This you can also write here. And because we have subtracted here from 1 we have subtracted 2, we can subtract 1 from 2 also, so you'll get this. So here we'll use this formula if r is less than 1, modulus r less than 1, and this will be used if r is greater than 1. ये formula जब use करेंगे जब r less than 1, modulus of r less than 1, and this will be used when r is greater than 1. And if r is equal to 1, then that will become a arithmetic progression. So this is the basic concept of the geometric progression. One more thing here also, as we have done in the arithmetic progression, if A, B, C are in GP, then this is known as the geometric mean, as we have done in case of arithmetic mean in AP. So we can write B upon A is equal to C upon B. So B square is equal to A into C, where B is the geometric mean. So if ABC are in GP, then square of the middle term is equal to product of first and last in the geometric progression. But if in case of AP you have done, the arithmetic mean was the average of the first and last. So this is the basics for the geometric progression, in which we have discussed about the geometric progression, what is a geometric progression is, and the journal term, the journal representation of the geometric progression, and the sum of first n terms of geometric progression. Now the next exercise is based on the geometric progression of your NCERT book, and in question number 1 of this exercise we have this. This is the geometric progression is given: 5 upon 2, 5 upon 4, 5 upon 8, and so on. You have to find its 20th term. You have to find its 20th term, and the nth term you have to find. So what is first term here? 5 upon 2. What is the common ratio, which will be obtained by dividing the any term by its preceding term? So it will become 1 upon 2. 20th term will be a r raised to power 19. Now what is a? It is 5 by 2. What is r? It is 1 upon 2 raised to power 19. So 5 upon 2 raised to power, it will be 20. 19 to the power 19 on 1 2 की power 20. Similarly, the nth term is ar raised to power n minus 1. A is 5 upon 2. R is 1 upon 2 raised to power n minus 1. So 5 into 1 upon 2 की power n, 2 की power n minus 1 and 2, it will be 2 raised to power n. So this is the question number 1 of your NCERT book. Simply you have to find the terms when a geometric progression is given. Now the second question of this exercise, what is given? You have to find the 12th term. You have to find the 12th term of a GP whose 8th term is given as 192 and the common ratio is given as 2. This is given. The 8th term is given and the common ratio. So 8th term means AR raised to power 7 is given, in which we have the common ratio as 2. So from this we can easily find the common ratio is given 2 here. So 192 divided by 2 raised to power 7 is the its first term. So its 12th term will be A raised to power 11, where A is 192 upon 2 raised to power 7 into 2 की power 11. Now you can simplify it. It is 192 into, on division the power will be subtracted, to 2 raised to power 4. And simplify, you will get the term as 3072 will be its 12th term. Okay. So 12th term you have to find, its 8th term is given and its common ratio is given, and we have to find the 12th term. From the 8th term, we know the common ratio, we can easily find the first term, and when we know the first term, the common ratio, we can easily find its 12th term. Now read the question number 3 of your book. The 3 says that, what it says, that 5th, 11th, 5th term is given as P, 11th term is, 8th term is given as Q, and 11th term is given as S. And you have to prove that, Q square is equal to P into S. This you have to prove. So let the first term of this geometric progression be A and common ratio be R. So PQS is given. So 4th term is AR raised to power 4. 8th term is AR raised to power 7 is equal to Q. And 11th term will be AR raised to power 10 is equal to S. So what you have to prove? You have to prove that Q square is equal to P into S. So what is the value of P? P is given as AR raised to power 4. The value of S is given as AR raised to power 10. And it will be A square R raised to power 14, which is equal to the right hand side. And what is the value of Q? It is AR raised to 7 ka whole square. So A square R continuous power is multiplied. So they are equal to each other. So it is a very, very simple question which we have to do in question number 3. See it carefully. So question number 3. Now in 4, what you have to do, the 4th term of a GP, is square of its 2nd term. It is given that the 4th term of a GP is square of the 2nd term, and the first term is given as minus 3. The first term is given as minus 3. You have to find the 7th term of this GP. So AR raised to power, there is 4th term. AR is equal to 2nd term. So AR cube is equal to A square R square. So it means R is equal to A. So it implies that because A is given as minus 3, so therefore R is equal to A is equal to minus 3. Now because we have to find the 7th term, 7th term means AR raised to power 6 minus 3 raised to power 6. So minus 3 raised to power 7 will be its 7th term of a GP, whose 4th term is square of its 2nd term. It is given. So this is the question number 4. Now in question number 5, you have to find the number of terms of a GP. So see it very carefully whenever you have to find the number of terms. Which term of the given geometric progression is 128? Which term of this is 128? So whenever the term is given, you let it equal to nth term, means a r raised to power n minus 1 is equal to 128, where a is equal to 2. If you see it, if you divide, the first term is a, and the common ratio, this divided by this will be root 2. So this is the a and r. Replace the value of a, which is 2 root 2 n minus 1, and this is equal to 2 raised to power 7. On multiplication, their power will be added. 2 raised to power n minus 1 upon 2, n minus 1 and half, equal to 2 raised to power 7. So 2 raised to power 1 plus n minus 1 upon 2 is equal to 2 raised to power 7. 1 plus n minus 1 upon 2 is equal to 7. When the bases are same, their power will be added. So n minus 1 upon 2 is equal to 6. N minus 1 is equal to 12. So n is equal to 13. So in case of geometric progression, whenever you have to find the number of terms, you first of all make their bases same, and when the bases are same, their powers will be equal, and you will get the value of this n. So in question number 5, you have to find the number of terms in the given geometric progression. Okay, we'll stop here in this lecture. We have discussed the first 5 questions of 9.3. We'll discuss the remaining question of this exercise in the next lecture. Thank you.